Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89 here. Well, I again had the great pleasure of seeing another Madonna um, event held at the same place, the Hoyts at Victoria Gardens in Victoria. They DJ Ray Isaac showed the video of Blonde Ambition, so I got to see Blonde Ambition on the big screen. Now, I was concerned about what copy would actually be on the screen because there are several versions. I've narrowed it down to about 5. There's 2 Japanese ones with the piggy tail. There's 1 Barcelona, and there's 2 from France that I found that are good quality copies. So I didn't know which one. I assumed it was going to be the Laserdisc version, not the HBO version, which are the same concert, just different edits. But I was worried because I have a few copies of it, and they're often I find the fan copies and my own copies are better than the ones that I find on official sites like Madonna's YouTube. Some of the videos have been butchered. I had a bit of a look and I only managed to spot Gambler, True Blue, and Live to Tell. Now, what they've done in all of these, to make them 16 by 9 widescreen, they have cropped them quite roughly, cutting the top off and the bottom off the image, and then they've also compressed the image down a little bit because they haven't quite cropped it down to 16:9, but then they've compressed the image down just a little bit so it does fit into 16.9, and the effect is that Madonna looks kind of bloated, and her face kind of looks kind of round and fat, and the top of her head and the top of her hair is often missing, and the bottom of the screen. So why they would do this when they have perfectly good copies of the videos in their original format, their original format, from the last celebration, the DVD, they all look pretty good. I don't know why they've done this, and they haven't done it to all the videos. It's just a few. I spotted Gambler, True Blue, and Live to Tell. They're all very obviously done, and unfortunately, they did the same thing to this print. Now, this is not the fault of Ray Isaac, the guy who was running the event. He's fabulous. I know him, but what it was obviously he got a copy from the distributor. He was basically told, "This is your copy to play." And it was bad like these ones. It was basically cropped roughly, so often the top of Madonna's head was off the screen, and it was compressed, so everything looked slightly distorted, and Madonna looked a bit fat the whole time, and it wasn't great quality. But I knew the issue. I mean, for me, I thought the only issue would be, of course, that it was originally video, and even if you copy it and upscale it, it still looks either soft or it has like a sort of pattern on it, which sort of stops it from looking sharp. Either way, both factors stop it from looking sharp. So I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting it to be cropped and compressed. So I was a bit disappointed, and it took a little while to adjust to it. After a while, I kind of forgot about it. But I was sort of expecting to see the traditional 4:3 video image that would be soft, a bit yellow, which is what most of the Blonde Ambition copies look like. There is a really good remastered version which has more contrast and more blues and greens and a lot more detail. And I wanted to give this to him. I was actually going to approach him and say, look, I'm pretty sure I have better copies of this concert than the one they're going to give you to play. But I didn't know how that would go, how he would do it. Exactly what format it needed to be in, how flexible they were, if there was anyone looking over his shoulder about what copy he played or if they cared or not. And at the end of the day, I didn't have time to go there early and do all this, so I didn't email him. I just let it go. I thought, just watch whichever version. The main thing for me, number 1 is to see it on the big screen, 2 is to have the audio, and 3 is to have just I don't have the attention span to sit and watch a video or a movie. I just can't do it at home because I have too much to do. I work from home, I do stuff from home. I just can't concentrate. Whereas I go to the cinema, I can switch off and just focus for 2 or 3 hours on a movie, no problem. So to sit and watch the Blonde Ambition concert, every shot you know, every frame, just the whole thing, even in its distorted, low quality, low resolution version, was still amazing. Madonna's energy is amazing. The choreography is amazing. The ferocity that she takes on, like a prayer, and Live to Tell and Papa Don't Preach, and that section particularly, I find really amazing. And of course, Express Yourself at the start, and it was just amazing. I kind of understand what some people have said lately, that her recent concert, she hasn't put in the same energy, that she doesn't dance as much, and that. And I sort of thought that was crap the first few times I heard it. But I hadn't really sat down and watched this version of the concert. I'd seen Truth or Dare and the segments from Truth or Dare, the 4 or 5 songs that they do in that, but I hadn't watched the whole concert properly. I'd ran it and had it on the background and just looked at the good bits while I was doing other things, but I'd never actually sat down and watched the whole thing and really focused on her performance, and was drawn into it, and sort of captured by that energy that she has, which is amazing. So I understand what people are saying now about her performances not being as good now. And she's older. She has less energy. She has less to prove. I think she really felt she had a lot to prove with that concert. She really had just this drive, which is just so, you know, evident and visible in even in a bad video copy of the concert. And that's probably the tragedy of this, that there is no one quality version of this concert. Now, like I said, the remastered version, which was on YouTube for a while, looks good, and the video version, DVD version I've got of the concert looks okay as well. But the remastered one is better. They probably went a bit too hard with the green. It looks a bit green. It needed some blue, because the other one was way too yellow and soft and had no contrast. So they've gone a little bit too far. I'd like to do my own version, but I'd need a Laserdisc so I can copy the Laserdisc and do a quality transfer of that, and then do all the filtering and levels and everything, and do all that myself. I'd like to do that. I will do that at some point when I get a copy of it. But what is there is good for now. And it was amazing. It was great. Everyone there was loving it. I was sitting in the front. I always sit in the front row. So there's a little section behind the front row. There's like one row of seats, and then there's like an aisle, and people were dancing in the aisle and making a lot of noise. I did not turn around because I was focusing on the film. That's what I was there for, not to party with people. But everyone loved it. Everyone got into it. There was applause all through the film, which always baffles me, because I'm like, she's not here. She can't hear it. When I go to a movie or a premiere, and at the end people applaud, I'm like, unless the director or one of the actors or someone is there, I don't know why people do it. But yeah, there was a lot of applause through the film, and everyone loved it. The energy was great. I saw some you know, sort of big Madonna fans that I see everywhere. Ray Isaac, of course. My friend Elias, Troy Doheny. Oh God, Alvin, of course. I think everyone knows Alvin. There were a few people there that I recognised, so it was interesting. Everyone loved it. And yeah, the only issue was the print. And like I said, it wasn't Ray Isaac's choice. If he would have had a choice, he probably would have played one of the other versions, and I would have given him a couple of options that were better than the one that they gave him. But there wasn't time to sort that out. I really probably should have approached him the day before and said, and I would have had to go there beforehand so we could have like compared them and stuff. And I think we would have ended up with a better show. And also there's also a 16:9 version of the remastered one, but unfortunately that's only in 360 or whatever, so I don't have that in high quality. But I think that might have even looked as good or better than the one that was shown. So I really think Warner, or I don't know who is in charge of Gambler, Tribute, Live to Tell, I'm assuming it's Warner, and this version, they need to do a better job with their copies of these videos, because they're letting down Madonna quality wise. And these should be done by a professional. These issues should not exist. It's not like these are fan produced videos or anything. These are professional videos. They should be handled better. It's not all of them. Some of the videos look great on YouTube, but some really don't. And this video doesn't. And I'm kind of surprised they even have like an official copy that they're giving people to watch if you're paying to screen it. But they need to get a better version. We all wish they'd get the rights to do an actual DVD or Blu-ray version of it. We all wish they'd get the actual footage from Truth or Dare and actually just put that together, or if it was put together like I was told it was put together properly. They must have had some plan to release it. They wouldn't have constructed it if they weren't going to release it. I just wish someone would do that, because that was done on film, so that could be done in HD. Depending on the film stock, the quality, how it would look, but it could be done in HD and maybe even 4K. So let's hope this happens one day. Frankly, if I won the lottery, I'd just get it done myself, just pay whatever people want for the rights and just do it. No one is apparently willing to do that. They don't think it's worth the money to actually invest in it. I wish someone would, because I think even if it wasn't a big seller and didn't make a lot of money, it still, for artistic reasons, for posterity, deserves to be restored and preserved properly. So I'm going to leave that there. I had a really great time. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, Madonna's energy in the recording was amazing. I really want to sit down and watch all her concerts one by one properly and really watch them and focus on them properly like I would a film. I haven't really done that since maybe the first time I saw them years ago. They really are. She really is an amazing performer. She really is, and the videos are great. And I hope to see more of these, more of these screenings. They're fan screenings. They're done by fans for fans. They're not there to make profit. They're not, they're not exploiting anyone. Or some of these fan events, that are run by people just trying to make money are pretty horrible. These are fans for fans by fans, so it's pretty good. And Ray, he's going to do Confessions, and going to try and do some of the films. I'm trying to get him to do Body of Evidence, but last time we tried to do it, he didn't get a lot of people wanting to take it. Same with Dick Tracy, which surprised me, but hopefully I want to see all Madonna's films on the big screen and all the concerts on the big screen eventually, and I'm getting there. I've seen Blonde Ambition, Girly Show, Confessions, and A League of Their Own, Dick Tracy, Truth or Dare. What else? I've seen something else. I don't know. I lost count. You don't care. I'm going to go. I've talked for too long, but I'm glad I saw it on the big screen. It was great. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the concerts, of the videos, of the presentation of the current videos. And yeah, comments are fun. Thanks, bye.